time. If the Lord will bless. Been good to already be here this evening for all the blessings He bestowed upon us. Just to feel His Spirit and to have Him down in your life. There's nothing no more precious than to have the Lord in your life. More or less, don't have anything made up on my mind other than to say Jesus is the way. And if you're here and you're lost and undone, my prayer would be, and I would beg to you to still out and pray and ask God for His mercies, that He would come in and take His abode upon you. So now listen to the brothers as is preaching, you know, and I'll tell you how it was with me, you know. Brother Jerry, there's a fear set up within me. There's a knowledge that comes to me, Brother James, that if I didn't turn, I was going to die and go down. That fear set up, and what did that make you do? It made me begin to still out and pray. I began to go, and I began to go to church to different places to hear the different brothers preach, and to be able to listen to them, and I knew. Just knew that Brother Jerry, when I knew I was going to die and go down to hell. Yeah. And how much did you fear that? I run heavy equipment all the time, Brother Jerry, and that fear set up within me, and the danger of the job. Just know that if something happened to me, I would be lost. And I began to go, and I began to pray, and I began to seek after the Lord, and I could actually go and I could go to church, and I could go back out to work, and I could sit on that dozer, and I could hear them old brothers preaching the gospel. I could hear them old brothers singing about Jesus. I could hear old Brother Jimmy Dye singing the Two Coats song, and Brother Jimmy Hall, and all them good brothers are preaching and teaching and singing about the Lord. And you know, and what they talked about and what they preached about already, I began to still out and pray. When I run that dozer, I would try to find an excuse to back over next to the edge of the trees, and I get down, Brother James. Brother James, I get down on my knees, and I begin to beg. God, come into my life. Don't let me die lost. Don't let me die and go down to the world of lost. I began to seek out. I become a beggar. I began to ask God for His mercies to come into my life. But I'm still going. I'm in pastor was going to church. I'm seeking after the Lord. I'm hearing the good news, Brother Jerry. But you know the thing about it. You know, I always preach it this way, and they tell me that's a dream like it is a dream. Does your life mean anything in this life, Brother James? You know, we take preach about I piled up the stones along the way. And I always look back at the stones that Mom and Dad piled up. My Brother James and all their family. My loved ones, my grandmothers, my grandfathers, and all brothers and priests that piled the stones up along the way, Brother Jerry. We could pick them up and far after one day after a while. But you know, I began to pray and I began to ask God to come into my life. You know, I began to stick out. Brother Randy, that mother of mine come to me, and I tell her that's a dream. She come to me and she told me, even though she'd been dead for a long time. Brother Jerry, she died when I was a little boy, James. But she come to me, she said, if you ever want to see me again, I talked about the stones that was piled up along the way. She said, you serve Jesus. What time you walk in this life, you serve Jesus if you ever want to see me again. And that didn't save me. Now, when the brother was talking about a while ago, Brother Jerry mentioned about dying and going down to devil's hell. If he was in hell for 10 seconds, and you talk about a little boy that was happy one night, Brother James. I dreamed I died and was in hell. I looked out the window and there was raining fire brimstone. You talk about a little fellow that was happy when I woke up, and I ever know it was a dream, brother. Brother Jerry, was a dream. I was so happy that I woke up. That didn't save me either, Brother Jerry, but it made me dig just a little bit harder. But this is the thing, it come down to me. It come down to me. Patsy got up one morning, she took the two little boys and she went to church. I got down on my knees, I could take you back to the house. If the couch was sitting in the same place, Brother Jerry, I began to pray and ask God to come into my life. And this is what I told him. That God, if Patsy comes back home today and finds my dead body laying here on the floor, I just don't let me die lost, God. That's the same I ever done so, but this is the truest thing and the joy about it all. He didn't want to take my life. He wanted to give me life. That's the most precious thing about it. He don't want to take your life. He wants to give you life. He wants to give you peace. He wants to give you joy. He wants to help you in this world as you go through life. And when troubles and heartaches and sorrows come, have you had it through life? We've had them. There's been times when we come down to have something to eat, Brother Jerry. We always have food on the table. It might not have been the best ever was. It might have been a cooker of soup, but God's always made a way. And I've always looked at it, and me and Patrick talked about it. The Lord has made a way for us, and that's the way He will. He'll help you through life. He'll put your faith and trust in Him, Brother Jerry. He'll help you along the way. Troubles, heartaches, and sorrow. Sickness will come. And I can tell you, we offer your life up for your children. I know you know God ain't going to take your natural life, Brother James. But I know, I heard 6-1. I know he was down and out. I thought he was going to leave this old world. Didn't know what God's plan was. Went out in the UK hospital hallway, down on my knees, Brother Jerry. Not beg mercy for me, but I beg mercy for Jeremiah that day, Brother James. God, just let him live. If you just let him live, him and Patsy can make it without me. God, take my life. If you want to take somebody, you take me, but he didn't want to take his life. This is the thing about it. Does your life mean something? My point is, does your life mean something today? Pile up them stones today. I know Mom and Daddy piled them up to pick up and follow them. Follow that old path, Brother Randy. That'll lead over into the glory land one day after a while. Like I said, that'll not take a lot of time. But Mommy died. She had 6 kids. My baby sister was talking about her there a while ago. She was just a baby when Mommy died. But the glorious thing about it was she left that light shining in the window. The thing she taught us kids one time we were little. Good little boys go to the good place. Bad little boys go down there that bad place. Thing it was. She left the stones piled up. She left that witness behind. Just come on over and see me in the glory land in the morning. She had that hope. She had that lively hope down in her. She had Jesus in her life. I believe He got her, Brother Jerry, what time she walked here. Daddy become our lives. Become Mommy and Daddy. But he got married, we had a stepmom. But Daddy was life to us. Then he come down the hill. Always thought Brother Randy, he'd get up and go when I didn't think he was able to go, Brother Randy. But I look back now, I know why he got up and went. He had Jesus in his life. He wanted to give him the praise and glory and honor. He wanted to be able to be over in the glory land, to be able, like Brother Jerry said, just 1 minute over there and be worth it all. I hear Joe go coming in. As long as I can get there and be a water boy or a doorkeeper, I just want to go. I want to be there where there's going to be peace and joy and happiness forevermore. I won't have to worry about Patsy being sick or afflicted or hurting today. There'll be no more pain over there. There'll be no more arthritis over there. There'll be no more dying over there. I won't have to worry about our loved ones no more. What joy it is being alive. Does your life mean anything today? Love your children. Hold them up. Give them love today. I was reading about a shepherd, and I'll tell this little story and I'll get out of the way. One of the other brothers can come and close. Talked about a You having a baby sheep and she'll deny that sheep, she'll put it away. But the good shepherd would take that sheep, Brother Jerry, and take it in. He'd have to feed it, bottle feed it. He'd wrap it up and keep it warm. But the little story said, when he picked that sheep up and he'd hold it close to his chest so it could hear his heartbeat. He loved that sheep and he'd take care of that sheep. But when he turned the sheep back out in the pasture, when he hauled for the sheep, guess which one come first? Is the one that he showed love and compassion for. Today, Jesus wants to love you. He wants to show you compassion. He wants to help you in this life. If you just only turn your life over to Him, let Him lead and guide you through this life. I thank God. We serve a God that's able to take care of you. He'll make a way for you when there don't seem to be no way. He'll help you through this life. May not have the best, may not eat the best, but at least He puts food on your back, food on your table. He'll make a way for you if you just trust in Him as you go through life. So thankful today to see you. I'll say this and I'll get out of the way, not to point to Him out or anything. So good. Brought tears to my eyes when I thought about Him a while ago. I was sitting there praying when I prayed. It's so good to see Aaron and Michelle here. I love to see Tony and AJ here. But most of all, one day after a while, when I got to leave this old world, I'm going to go home to the glory land. I'm going to go home and see Jesus. But most of all my family and friends that's went on before is going to be there today. God make a way for you. He'll make a way. He'll help you along the way. Do you pile up stones for your family to follow after? As I sat there thinking about my grandfather, grandmother, my old grandfather's buried up in the hill of Spurlock where we buried Sister Fran and Anthony. He turned his life over to the Lord, Brother Andy. We had to pack him to the creek in a chair, Brother Jerry. But when he went down in the water, he come out. He went back to the house of walking today. How good the Lord is. How good His Spirit is. How He can lift you up and help you along the way. May God bless you. May He keep you. So good to see each and every one here today. But most of all, may not never make it back again, Brother Andy. Death may call, but if it does, just come on over to the glory land. We just win victory, Brother Jerry, today. It's so sad sometimes, but the joy of it all is when you have to sit and watch a loved one leave this old world. But the joy, Brother Randy, is if you sit there and you watch for them to take their last breath. The joy is one of God's angels is waiting right there just to carry them on over to the glory land. I was sitting down there that day. I was sitting there when Sister Fred passed away, and that thought come to my mind. Wouldn't it be wonderful to be able to see that angel coming to carry it home today, brother? What a joy that would be to be able to see that, Brother James, and just have that feeling down in your life. She's got no more worries. She's got no more pain, got no more no heartache. But one day after a while, the victory is that Jesus. They're at home with Jesus. They're at home where there's no more worries, no more heartaches, no more sorrow today. May God bless you. My prayer is again, if you're here and you're lost and undone, I don't know your heart, begin to still out and pray and ask God to come into your life. I had a fear of dying and going down to the devil's hell. But I've got victory in Jesus today. He made a way for me. Amen.